Hey guys, Mark with Crew, and I'm the conference director for Fastbreak this year. Thanks for being a part of the Midwest Fastbreak. This year for Fastbreak, we're introducing a new element to our Fastbreak. It's called job descriptions. We're taking all of our jobs and we're going to try to put job descriptions to them so we can easily pass on a job from year to year. Now, most of you will see the value of this right away. You'll hear it and be like, we've been needing that for years. But some of you might not. So let me run through what the value is first, and why a job description is important, and then tell you how we're going to do it. So first of all, some reasons that we come to this decision to make job descriptions. One is that we're wanting to use a lot more volunteers in our roles, but it's really hard to prepare a volunteer to do a role. However, if I can send them a document 3 or 4 months in advance and say, would you be able to do this? They'd be able to get a feel for what the role is and say yes to it, and they could operate independently and wouldn't have to have someone hold their hand the whole time. Right now we have people showing up at Fastbreak eager to do whatever work they can, but if we gave them a job description ahead of time, they could do bigger roles. So if you're going to do a job at Fastbreak, basically you just call the person that did the job last year and say, what did you do, and can you send me any files that I need for that, and you kind of reinvent the wheel every year. But if we have job descriptions, we can simplify that, clarify the roles. It becomes less stressful for all of us. We can delegate more easily. The conference becomes higher quality every year because we all know what we're doing. So let's take a look at a job description, and let me show you where to find it and how it works and how you can help create them. So this is one of our job descriptions. All of these are in Google Docs, and they're in folders that I can give you access to. Each one of them has the title at the top. This is the conference director's job description. These are not yet completed, and so we're going to ask every one of us to begin to flesh out our own job description this year. So part of your job this year is beginning to flesh out, not completely, but as much as you can, flesh out your job description. For instance, I'm going to be writing a purpose for this. It's a 1 to 2 sentence sum up of what this job is, and give someone who's reading this first page a feel for what it is. Who they report to, and who reports to them would be there. And then areas of focus, just generally broad strokes, what does this person do? Now notice these things are not fleshed out yet. I'm still going to be working on that. It's one of the things I'm going to be doing, just as I'm asking you to begin to do that for your role. If you're not sure exactly how to do it, the person above you on the org chart can help you with that. The page 2 is where you really see the job fleshed out. You see the task, the things you're supposed to do. Now, I've organized these by how far out you're supposed to be working on these in general, and different people do work differently, and so don't get tripped up over that. Most importantly, we need to begin to get the tasks in there. What do you do? And if you want to put suggested times in there, that is great too. You've got a whole job to do. I don't want to give you a whole nother job of fleshing this out completely, but I do want you to begin to jot down things in this. And I know that it may take us a couple of years to really flesh this out, but let's start now. Begin to write any tasks you're doing, anything that it takes for you to do your job. And even if you've got, most of us might be kind of late on things in fleshing this out and doing the job, but put the task where you think it should be. If you're doing something in December that really should have been done in October, then maybe write it in to be done in October, and that'll help the next person to know what they're supposed to do when. That's the gist of this thing. It's simply that, and don't forget to put in things that should happen after the conference as well. How do you clean up your role? What do you do? So that's basically it. That's a job description. Really simple, really clean, but we want a place for you to write down those things in this. We'll have more on this as we keep going, but basically the person above you in your org chart is the person that you want to report to on this. So notice this is an org chart, and all these boxes represent jobs, and all of these need job descriptions. And so whatever role you find yourself in, would you help by beginning to flesh it out, whatever that looks like for you? So let me show you where you can find these. I'm going to send you a link called the Midwest Fastbreak 2018 Leaders Links. And this is where you can find all the links that you'll need for our conference. And at the bottom of that first page, you got job descriptions folder. So if you click on that, it'll open up in Google Docs these folders. And you can see that these 5 main folders are the same things as the Midwest Fastbreak org chart. So you can see special services, special spiritual formations, conference director, program director, and administrator. Those same things are right here. So whoever you're under, you click on those. If you're leading blue level, that would be the spiritual formations guy. And you go in there and you can see blue level right there. you go in there and you can find your role. This will say blue level leader, and you click on that and you'll go into it. Something else you'll notice is these blue level files. Now if you click on that, what we want to have in there is any file that we've used. So in 2012, we've stuck some files in there from 2012. We're just getting started. But imagine this thing fleshed out with 2012, 2013, 2014, all the way to 2017, 18, and years of files of the things that we've done over those years. This is a place that we can put everything. So at the end of the Fastbreak conference, we want you to dump all your files into that folder. So the next year they have any file that you use, any tool that you use to make your job happen, that they can reuse or see what happened 5 years ago. It's all in there. So we want you to begin to use those this year. I'll send these leaders links out as soon as I can, and you can begin to work on those right away. And please keep praying for Fastbreak this year. Pray that God would draw students, would raise the money, would inspire staff to do their best, and that God would move mightily at Fastbreak this year. Thanks a lot, guys.